Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The main event of the evening, it is the Budweiser All-Pro Series All-Star Race. We've got 75 laps split over 3 different segments, and it is going to be one hell of a night here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As always here in the Budweiser All Pro Series, at least it has been for the past couple of seasons, I am being joined by driver of that number 21, Season 7 Daytona 500 winner, Nathan Hudson. Nathan, thank you for joining me up here in the booth once again as we get ready for a hell of a night.
Oh, yes, it is. It is one hell of a night indeed. And it's the All-Star Race, goddammit!
Absolutely. It's gonna be a hell of a race. It's gonna be the first segment is gonna be 40 laps long. 40 laps long, and we've got a mandatory pit stop. Mandatory. They can they can do whatever they want. They could be fuel only for all they care. It could be anything they want. It could be under green. It could be under yellow. But it's a mandatory green flag or a mandatory pit stop, and it has to happen at some point in this round, in this segment, if they want to advance into the next segment. Speaking of advance, as you can see, the All-Star rules will be here in the bottom left corner, or excuse me, bottom right corner. They have only the top 6, or excuse me, only the bottom 6. God, I can't talk today.
Bottom 6.
Only the bottom 6 will be eliminated at the end of this first segment. So, with that being said, and the rules you see in the lower left of your screen, right? God damn it! I really can't decide what I can't. I just can't. It's too early.
Bunch.
You know what's a good All-Star race if that fails, right? Let's go
Yeah.
with the command to fire the engine.
Your engine!
Alrighty, the command to fire the engine has been given. As you see the starting grid rolling across your screen, or popping up at the bottom of your screen here. Something new I thought I'd try with VideoPad, thanks to Seth Cole, who showed me how to do it properly. We are getting ready for the start of the first segment in the All-Star Race. You've got the 24 of Elijah Gordon, who transferred in from the All-Star Open, alongside the 9 of Daniel Bouchard, who also transferred in from the All-Star Open. Unlike the traditional All-Star Race, where they would just start at the rear of the field, I decided to let everybody who transferred in qualify for this race. Give them all a fair shot. So we've got 40 laps. 40 laps in the first segment. Nathan, what do you think's gonna happen here?
Well, the All-Star Race, it might be a non-points race, but it's still goddamn pardon me. It's still unpredictable to point out who could get through this easily.
Yep, here we go, off of turn number 4, Budweiser All-Pro Series. Nighttime racing, no points on the line. Green flag is out, we're underway.
Boogity, 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 let's go racing!
You see a couple of these cars in different paint schemes than what they ran in the Open. That was a decision I made because I thought it would be cool for one night only to have a different scheme than the original. Because it's the All-Star Race. As Elijah Gordon breaks out for the lead, he's got the 72 car, Jake Smith, right behind him. So these guys 3 wide behind him. I saw somebody hit the wall there, but it was alright. Nobody wrecked, we're still green.
And I was going to make that point. Turn 4 is going to be a key point to this race because that turn always causes trouble.
Oh, Dylan Young up into the wall here. Oh, we got an accident, and here on the
Oh,
back
boy.
straightaway.
Oh, boy!
Dylan Young spinning. Oh, my gosh, we got already an accident here. Oh,
Trey
Charles Sanford hard into the wall.
Oh!
Just remember,
A lot
though,
of cars wrecked.
Yep, caution is out. First time here today at the All-Star race. Remember, as long as you don't retire, you could you can move on to the next segment. But if you retire, you're done for the evening. Hudson coming down pit road. He saw Dylan Young get spun. Jessica Shelton got a piece of it. She's got a little bit of damage there. I don't think it's too much. Kev Shear was involved in it. Seth Cole was involved in it, as you can see from his car. Remember, as long as these cars don't retire, they can continue on in the All-Star race if they manage to make it into the top, above the top or the bottom 6. As you see cars coming down pit road, this will count.
34 is not going in.
34 staying out, but this will count as their pit stop for the All-Star race. But as they're making their pit stop, let's go back and take a look and see what happened early here in the All-Star race to bring out the caution. Alright, we're looking here to see what happened. You see Dylan Young slide into the wall, but then as he comes down the track to get off the wall, he comes into William Brock, who then is already into the 34 Trey Wright. Brock turns Dylan Young and Trey Wright, but Trey Wright manages to kind of get it straightened out here. And Dylan Young's just sliding across the tracks. Jessica Shelton really had nowhere to go. Gets into the side of Dylan Young, and then in which turns gets into the side of the 78 car of Kev Shearer, who comes right up into Seth, knocks Seth into the wall. Charles Sanford really has nowhere to go as he turns, and then turns the 78 down into the 3, which turns Charles up and right into Hudson, and oh my goodness.
That was a big impact there, and well, it didn't look that big, but a lot of cars having a lot of damage, and it's gonna impact their pace coming in later on.
Yep, it could put them into the bottom 6, and which could eliminate them from the All-Star race. Hudson's got a bit of a buckle on his hood there. I guess we're just gonna really have to see. As we're going to go back up for the restart here, Elijah Gordon was your leader at the time of caution. And we're back here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Caution lights are off on the pace car and around the track, meaning we're coming to the green flag this time. Trey Wright decided to stay out. So he still has to make his mandatory pit stop this segment, but right now he is the leader. Daniel Bouchard is second. Carter Friesen is third, Elijah Gordon fourth, Jake Smith is fifth, Michael Whitman is sixth, Josh Drake is seventh, Emmanuel Hartnett is eighth, Johnny Gardner ninth, and William Brock is 10th.
And it's very surprising to see two very small teams cars in the top 10 right now with the 72 and the 66.
Yep. Equal ratings for you. Green flag is back out here at Charlotte, and unfortunately it looks like Nathan Hudson isn't quite up to speed. Nathan Hudson holding up some people back there, but it's a single file line up at the front. Here comes Elijah Gordon now down to the inside of the 38 car looking for third. And we have a battle for the lead as well with Daniel Bouchard in the 9.
It's going to be very interesting to see if any of these cars are going to be buddying up with any of the others, because some of these do not have teammates, but they do have brand supremacy.
Hudson is one lap down. We're going to keep an eye on that 15th place, because 15th place is the cutoff. 15th place is the cutoff for this segment here, and right now it is being occupied by the 98 of Seth Cole, who's seems like he's about to lose it to Cody Lamas here. Yep, and he's lost it to Cody Lamas, and Dylan Young now moves into the 16th position.
It's very surprising to see some of the big names back here, like Dylan Young and Seth Cole, fighting just to be still in the All-Star race.
Just like, and same as Jessica Shelton as well. She's back here. She doesn't really have she has a little bit of damage on that 94 car, but I don't know. It sucks to see her back here, but she could get possibly eliminated in this first segment. As we go back up towards the front here, lead change. It is the 9 of Daniel Bouchard.
And here comes the 24.
Yep, Hendrick Motorsports up representing up here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 30 laps to go here in the first segment.
Question is, is it wise to be up at the lead right now, or would you rather be in mid-pack and wait if something happens?
Definitely want to be up at the front, I would believe. The more clean air you get, the better your car will handle. Come back at Dylan Poteet here. The last car in this pack is Lamas. Lamas got around Paul Minnick, so now Paul Minnick is in the bubble spot and in danger of losing it to Dylan Young here. Paul Minnick got his win earlier this season at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. As here he goes, you see Dylan Young now looking to the inside, gonna look for the final transfer spot as he heads off into turn 3. Oh, the outside line.
Turn 1. It was turn 1.
Oh, sorry. Turn 1, but the outside line's gonna get a decent run, maybe not. Dylan Young still's got a fender underneath the 3 car as he goes off into turn 3 now. And into
now
4.
you got it right.
Ooh, but he had to back off there. It's gonna cost him momentum.
The banking around here it is a little tricky to judge when you can try and do an overtake on one another.
Yep. As you can see, the battle for second still rages on.
Well, not raging, it's just a very small temper.
Yeah. The 24 car tried to pass the 38 of Carter Friesen, but couldn't. Daniel Bouchard leads another lap here as Dylan Poteet's now moving up closer.
And I'll say Daniel Bouchard is really pulling away from this group because I think he's like put a... they're coming up to Hudson. How do we sort this out?
Nathan Hudson on the front straightaway in the 9 car. They're definitely going to catch him in this race at some point. But question is, where are they going to catch him and when will they catch him? Don't forget, most likely, these cars pitted so early, I don't know if even the fuel strategy themselves, they can make it the whole segment.
Look at the 66 coming through! Coming up to the 3rd place.
He's definitely trying. Here comes the 10 car, going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh, uh-oh! Whoa, the 66 just put the 24 in the wall.
That's something you will never hear every day.
My God, freaking Josh Drake in the 66 car literally just put the 24 of Elijah Gordon in the wall, and now Elijah Gordon is losing all of these spots.
He must have damage on. He must have faint damage on it, and he must have at least lost the draft.
No, he's settled in right behind Dylan Poteet. Ooh, somebody else hit the wall there. I think that was the 482 of Michael Whitman. Another transferee from the All-Star Open. Out here they come up on Nathan Hudson, and that 38 car has caught the 9.
Now they have to judge which way Hudson's going to go.
Hudson going to stay up to the outside lane as a couple of cars come into pit lane. Told you they probably weren't going to make it.
And Hudson is officially 2 laps down now.
Yep, and here comes the 38 car by himself to pit lane. A tad early.
Yeah, I wonder if he had a lighter fuel load than the others around him.
Could be strategy as well. Come in, get your pit stop, get out, and then just run the rest of the race.
Indeed. But if this isn't according to the plan, then that might be worrying for the other teams. And as we see William Brock here, who was involved in that first wreck.
Yeah, and he's leading now as the rest of these cars come down pit lane.
18's in, the 34, Pardon me, 34?
Yeah.
Yeah, 34 is in, and the leader just going into the pits is in too.
William Brock stays out another lap.
It is very surprising to see him, despite like what we said, he was involved in the first wreck when he kissed Dylan Young on the cheek, and he's now in the lead.
Well, he obviously didn't get a lot of damage out of that, because here he is leading. Now he's coming to pit road though. Now he's coming.
Yeah, he's slowing down.
And the 72 and the 12 are staying out.
So now TriStar is in the lead.
Yep. Josh
With
Drake.
Oh,
I lied. It's Jake Smith. Wow, I'm dumb.
and you said I was going to forget names.
Yep, I'm the one that's forgetting names, obviously. I changed it myself here. Achoo!
Oh, bless you.
Ooh, thank you.
Anyway, here comes the 12 coming up, but they're off to the pits, obviously.
Yep.
And there goes Shelton.
Shelton is not the leader. Shelton came down pit road already. She's just trying to get her lap back.
As well as Nathan Hudson. Duh, I mean, me. I mean, what?
As you see, these are the last of the 3 leaders that need to come on pit road. As we're looking over there, there's the 18 I just saw.
Fighting with Daniel.
I hate to say it, but this could be the battle for the lead right here.
Oh, blimey. Oh, I thought the 9 just hit the wall there. Unless it was my imagination, I don't know.
Might have been. O'Neal Baldwin started this race dead last, and he could be up here already battling for the race lead. There's the 20 they went past.
They have to watch out for traffic coming off the pit lane as well. Well, there isn't any, but I mean... Oh, 24! Oh.
24, Elijah Gordon up here. I thought for sure, I think the 18 car is the leader. The 24 is in danger of being put a lap down as the 21 car is back on pit road. The 18 car is in fact the leader as they are coming up on Elijah Gordon in that 24 car. Let's take a look at our bottom 6 here. Jessica Shelton, Kev Shearer, Josh Drake in the 66, who was just leading. Elijah Gordon, Nathan Hudson, and Charles Sanford. The bottom 6. Charles Sanford's already out, so only 5 drivers are getting eliminated. Josh Drake is right now just fighting to stay on the lead lap. This pit stops, I think, really, really hurt him. I wonder what happened to the 66 car. Whether it was a mistake on pit road, or maybe he was too fast entering pit lane. Maybe had to serve a penalty. It's really getting dicey here in the pit lane as they are putting the 24 car 1 lap down. Some of these cars pitted late, which means they might be able to make the rest of segment 1 on this load of fuel. But we'll have to wait and see. You don't count out that 24 just yet because he's a lap down. You never know.
Exactly.
O'Neal Baldwin now up high. He's getting battled for the lead by the 9 of Daniel Bouchard. Oh, but he left the wall. The 18 car hit the wall.
Bit ironic that the wall is yellow and his car is yellow.
3 wide battle here. Oh, I thought they were going to go 4 wide for a second. 18 car really pounded that wall this time.
That's what she said.
So the 24 car going to fight to try to get his lap back. Tried to stick his nose underneath his teammate. His teammate's not cutting him any slack.
Indeed, even though the top 4 are teammates, they are not going to be playing teamwork with one another.
Yeah, we'd have to see if a caution were to come out if that 9 car would let the 24 by. But
that is a very curious thought.
You see the 9 car slip up, a little bit in the corner. So the 24 took advantage and is now to the inside, battling to get back on the lead lap. The 24 car really trying here.
Is he going to make it? I don't think he has yet.
Not this time, but if the 9 car can't keep this car to the inside of the track, that 24 car will pounce.
But here's the other thought: would the 24 be some help to the 9 and block off the front row motorsport Fords coming?
I don't know. It's really hard to tell, as we're coming up to 10 laps left in the first segment. 10 laps
and they're
to go.
coming up to more traffic.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's keep an eye on the bottom 6 here. Look at this. Jessica Shelton has just made it into the top 15. She is past the 12. Johnny Gardner. Gardner now outside looking in, trying to get back into the top 15. But Josh Drake was just running up at the front of the pack before, and now all of a sudden he's back as these leaders have caught Nathan Hudson. Hudson now going to block the 9 on the outside lane, and it's going to cause the 34 of Trey Wright to take the lead.
And what an amazing treatment for Trey Wright, because he was also caught up in the first caution.
Yeah, he was. Trey Wright leading this race now as they're coming up on some lapped cars, including Kev Shearer. The battle is on for second place. Bouchard's going to get the run off the outside.
Watch out, don't trigger Shearer, he will go triggered.
He's a bitch.
Well, we can't deny that.
No, but Trey Wright really has broke away from this rest of this pack. Is they're basically following in the tire tracks of the 24 car. And I really hate to say it, but I think that 24 car is going to be eliminated.
Clearly, he did not watch Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Don't get eliminated.
A caution would probably save that 24 car, but at the same time, he probably wouldn't get a decent restart. And
why?
So they're getting ready.
He's down.
We got 6 laps to go here in the first segment of the All-Star race. Drivers out will end up being Charles Sanford, Nathan Hudson so far at least, and Kev Shearer for being a lap down. But the last 3 are definitely going to be battling. Shelton somehow has dropped out of the top. She has dropped out. I don't know what happened to her, but she's dropped out. Now the 12 car is in that spot, is in the transfer spot. She was just up there. I don't know what happened as the leaders are catching her. 4 laps to go here in segment 1. The 24 car really just... Oh, pit stops! I told you! Pit stops! I told you pit stops. They probably couldn't make it to the end. 3 laps to go. This could really change everything. I told you, I told you, I told you. Trent Dunham.
Wait, what?
Pit stops. Trent Dunham is now your leader.
I never got that memo.
I said pit stops could come into play if these cars can't make it. Trent Dunham is the leader. He pit pretty late. He's going to stay out. He's going to see 2 laps to go this time by.
Anyway, after my little issues. Yeah, so, where the fuck am I? Trent Dunham, yes, he's in the lead for, like, how many times now?
Oh, a bit of a glitch here.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. There's something going on my end.
No, it's on my end. The race is like the race stopped.
Red flag? I'm joking. I think there's also issues on my end because like the call just keeps jumping from one bit and then another.
Yeah, this has happened before. It pauses and then it should just come back.
Yeah, it just like it stutters a bit or something. Oh, phew! Thank God.
Alright, sorry about that pause right there. It was just a bit of a glitch. But we're back going here. As we said, Trent Dunham stayed out. He's staying out again. He's going to see it's one lap to go in stage number 1.
And we're definitely not sponsored by Credit One Bank. Crap! I just said it.
Trent really
And
catching him. I don't know who's the bottom 4 now. The bottom 6. Shelton.
they're all a lap down.
Shelton now looks clear. She could very well. Kev Shearer is in the final transfer spot. Shelton comes to pit lane as the 1 car takes the checkered flag to end stage number 1 here.
Wow.
Let's see what happens. Who's going to come across the line where?
We have to find out.
Definitely gotta see. Shelton retired. Even she's not retired. She's because she crossed the finish line on pit lane. But Jessica Shelton and Kev Shearer get the last 2 transfer spots.
What happened to Trey White? He was up at the front end and now he's all of a sudden eliminated.
Trey Wright had to pit.
Oh right, right. The bit that I didn't see.
The race is official. The segment is official. The 38's eliminated. The 18's eliminated.
Wow, some big names
And
there.
the 9's eliminated. The guy who started on the outside of the front row.
The 24.
Yep. Nope. The 34.
Oh wait, he made it. Never mind, pardon me.
34.
38 as well.
Yep, I got it. Charles Sanford, Nathan Hudson, Carter Friesen, O'Neal Bolvin, the 9 of David Bouchard, and the 34 of Trey Wright are all eliminated in the first segment. And that's definitely gonna suck for a lot of these cars because
Oh.
yeah, that's definitely gonna suck for a lot of these cars because a lot of these cars had some good runs. They just didn't have the fuel to make it. So it's gonna suck for them.
Indeedy.
Alrighty. Well, now that segment 1 is official, we're gonna, as the cars are under the red flag, we're gonna get reset and get things ready for the start of segment number 2. So we'll be right back. Not even sure if this is going yet, but if it is, there's another glitch happening here. There it goes. Alright, welcome back to the All-Star Race here for the Budweiser All-Pro Series. 6 drivers were eliminated that last round, leaving only 15 cars left for this 25-lap segment. Oh, I can't do this. Alright, hopefully now that doing that will help. Alright. We're getting ready to start the second segment. Trent Dunham won the first segment. Oh my god, I can't do this. Ah, this stupid lag. I don't understand what's going on. Why my game is lagging like this. Alright, I apologize for that. Hopefully it's all fixed itself now. Coming off of turn 4, coming to get the green flag. Second segment of the All-Star race. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Charlotte for the second segment of the All-Star race. Dylan Poteet falling back as William Brock now. Gonna look to the inside. Trent Dunham slapping the wall a little bit there. As the completion of the first lap here, William Brock leads, Emmanuel Hartnett getting out to second. Paul Minnick third. Dylan Young gets out to fourth. So, the magic cutoff point for this race is the 10th position. That's right. Only the top 10 will advance to the final 10-lap segment of the All-Star race. As we're watching it battle back here, the person in 10th spot was Kev Shearer in the 78 car. So basically, this whole top 10 right here is what we're going to be watching, that cutoff point. Poteet stuck 3 wide on the outside line, hits the wall hard and almost wrecks. Oh dear, that 31 car now has some damage to the rear end after hitting the wall hard like that. Michael Whitman might have some damage to the front end of his car. As we're going back up through the field here, the 10 car continues to lead, and the 3 of Paul Minnick is second, closing in. We got a Chevy, we got a Ford, a Chevy, and a Toyota. Your top 3 right now. All 3 of the 4 manufacturers represented here in the top 3. As here comes the 3 of Paul Minnick to the inside, but the outside line is going to get the run if the 10 doesn't hit the wall, and he does kind of scrape it. Coming along the inside here, here comes the 3 car. Paul Minnick to take the lead. Paul Minnick takes the lead. You got Seth Cole up here. He was in danger of being eliminated in that first round, but thanks to pit stops and strategy, he was able to come away with the finish well enough or high enough to keep him in this race. Now remember, at the end of this segment, end of segment number 2, the field will be randomly inverted. And by that, I mean I will take the finishing results. I will save them. I will open up Enter2003 Save Game Editor. I will click the random button many times. And then finally hit the save button without looking, so that way even I'll be surprised when, I'll be surprised at the starting grid. So, Paul Minnick leading, but remember, it might not be such a good thing as these cars begin to get single file. Looking back here at the 10th position, it is Kev Shearer right now holding on to that 10th position. Remember, Kev Shearer won the last big non-points event, being the Clash at Daytona. He's got Trent Dunham right behind him. Trent Dunham started on the pole for this race. Don't Don't forget about that. Trent Dunham started on the pole. And a bit of a lag there, but it's alright. The cars are beginning to bottle up here. Bit of a bottleneck here. This could allow that one of Trent Dunham to get a good run on the 78 car. These cars can get spread out, but then these cars can really close up. Back up to the front here. Looks like you have a change for the lead. William Brock is going to go back to the lead. He's got our Daytona 500 winner, Dylan Young, right behind him in that number 2 Miller Lite Ford. Now we can call him the Blue Deuce for this race because he actually is blue this time around, as William Brock gets a good lead. Emmanuel Hartnett in the 20 car, who got in via the All-Star Open. He's running in 3rd place here. What a good boost of confidence it would be for that 20 team if he were to win the All-Star race here today. But we do got to point out, here are 2 drivers that probably will not make it to the next round: Michael Whitman and Dylan Potee. That means the battle is on further back for the between 3 cars. Right here, you got Cody Lamas trying to go underneath Trent Dunham. Cody Lamas trying to go underneath Trent to get into the top 10. And right now, it looks like he's going to do that as a couple of cars on the outside line are getting held up by Paul Minnick, who I believe had just hit the wall. The 12 car now, I believe, is that, the 94 car is the last car now in 10th place. Oh my goodness, the 3 car hit the wall again pretty hard. That bounced off the 94, and now the 3 car is losing a whole bunch of spots. As we're watching it back here, this is really going to come down to it. The 12 car, last car, is in 10th place. As we're approaching 11 laps to go in the All-Star race, the 12 car is the last car that's going to make it. See the 1, watch the 1, Trent Dunham get a good run off the corner here. Can't pull up enough on the 12 machine to make a run at him. At least not this lap. As you see the 1 car stick his nose to the inside. Can't exactly finish it. But it's gonna be between these 5 cars here to see who's gonna be in the final segment. Trent Dunham trying hard to get back in there. Johnny Gardner trying hard to just keep him behind him, and Jessica Shelton just trying hard after getting bounced off of, is just trying to keep her car also in the top 10 as well. One thing we got to say as well, in the final 10 segments, or the final 10 laps, there will be no cautions. Cautions will be off. The battle is on, maybe not quite yet, as we're going to go back up to the front here. Cars begin to run single file. William Brock, Dylan Young here. You see the 24 car trying to make a move on the 20. He's going to lose a lot of positions as everybody else goes up above him to try to get around him. Cody Lamas seems to have safely secured his way into the All-Star race as we're coming back here. It looks like we could have a battle for the 9th position coming up here soon. The 12 of Johnny Gardner on the 94 of Jessica Shelton. Shelton's handling has got to have gone away after being bounced off of like that. Now you see the 12 car Gardner trying to get around the 94 to give some kind of a cushion between him and Trent Dunham, who's still trying to get up through the field here. It's really going to take... Sorry. Oh, look at this. Here it goes right here. It's really going to take patience to get up here. It's really going to take determination and the driving skill. See the 1 car running about the middle line. The 72 car right on the back bumper. Trent has a little bit of damage to the right side. Remember, he did scrape the wall. Bit of another bit of lag there for me on my end. Sorry about that. That 72 car trying to pass the 1 on the inside. And the one's going to get the run off the corner. But the 72 car is still staying right below him. '72 car had to really get out of the throttle there. But that's going to cost him valuable track position, as now the 12 car is kind of pulled away from the 1 car. With 5 laps remaining in the second segment of the All-Star race. Johnny Gardner now, just like I said, he's smiling. He has to be smiling now. 4 laps to go. Dylan Young has gotten around the 10. He has gotten around the 10 of William Brock, and look at Kev Shear moved up into the 3rd position. Wasn't that long ago he was at risk of not transferring, and now here he is up in the 3rd position, battling for 2nd over William Brock. Dylan Young enjoying this, as he has definitely pulled away, and is pulling away just a little bit. William Brock got the good run as they're coming for 2 laps to go here at Charlotte. 2 laps to go in segment number 2 of the All-Star race. Johnny Gardner back there, loving it, as you see here, the transfer position. Trent Dunham is over a second behind. He's 1.1 seconds behind. He's 1.1 seconds behind 10th place right now, as we're going to have a battle here. A little bit up here in the pack. 1 lap to go. 1 lap left in stage number 2 of the All-Star race. Dylan Poteet, Michael Whitman, Paul Minnick, Jake Smith, and it looks like Trent Dunham will be eliminated. Dylan Young wins segment number 2 of the All-Star race, and the last person to transfer in was Johnny Gardner in the 12. The field will be randomly inverted here at the end of this race, but unfortunately the race, as Johnny Gardner just runs randomly into the back, it's a good thing that the race is already over. So, more drivers retired are the 1, the 3, the 72, the 42, and the 31. Alright, we'll be right back, and we'll get things started with the final segment of the All-Star race. Alright, welcome back. We are ready for the final 10 laps in the All-Star race. We're going to quickly run through your lineup here. It's Seth Cole, William Brock. Then it's Johnny Gardner, Jessica Shelton, Elijah Gordon, Dylan Young, Kev Shearer, Emmanuel Hartnett, Cody Lamas, Josh Drake. That's the 10 cars that will line up the field, coming to the green flag for 10 laps of racing. This is going to be interesting. 10 laps to settle it. A 10-lap shootout. Who's gonna win $1 million Monopoly dollars in the All-Star race? Green flag is out. We're underway. William Brock got a hell of a restart. Seth Cole's going to break out with the lead. And he's going to come up to try to block Shelton's going to go down low, going to pull Johnny Gardner down low there too. Gardner going to take the lead. Battling with Seth Cole as they head off through the corner. Leading that lap was Johnny Gardner in the 12, but just barely. Heading through turns 3 and 4 now. Seth Cole, the outside line, is definitely going to get a run. It really is a battle. Cole, I thought might have hit the wall there, but didn't. Still a side-by-side battle for the race lead. Brock going to now go to the inside. Seth Cole battling. He's really, really battling. Side by side, coming to the line. Already we got 8 laps to go. Johnny Gardner breaks out with the race lead. Shelton is trying to get second, but William Brock gonna come out with that. These guys have 8 laps to try to reel in the 12 car who was broken out with the race lead. Dylan Young up here. Kev Shear, Cody Lamas, Josh Drake. The 10 car running him down. The 12 car slipped up a little bit. The 10 was able to run a slightly lower line. The 10 car has a good run on the 12. Will he try to pull out and pass? Not this time. He sticks his nose underneath there though. William Brock sticks his nose underneath Gardner. Seth Cole gonna go with him. He's got the drafting help down the front straightaway. The 12 leads the lap, but the 10 car could have the advantage. 10 car slides up just a little bit. William Brock's going to take the lead as the 12 car slides up into the wall. Here comes Seth Cole being pushed by Jessica Shelton in the 94 car. Down the inside it goes. Trying with the drafting help. Shelton staying to the inside with the 98 car. Trying to continue with helping, but now Jessica's going to run the outside line. Dylan Young running the inside line. The 10 car sliding. He slides up a little bit. Seth Cole battling it out for the lead with 5 laps to go. Shelton now going to probably pull to the inside of the track. There she goes. Pulling to the inside. Going to leave the 10 car out to dry a little bit. The 98 car still running him down, but I think the 10 car has it cleared. William Brock leading with 4 laps to go here at Charlotte. Now Jessica stuck on the outside line. Dylan Young going to try maybe to help Seth get around and try to reel the 10 car back in for another shot at this. Stuart Haas has not been to victory lane this season so far. Yep, Stuart Haas has not been to victory lane this season so far. What a way to go. If that 10 car were able to pull it into victory lane here at the All-Star race with just 3 laps to go. Down the straightaway they go. Seth Cole battling it out. These cars are side by side behind him. Remember, no caution. Whoa! Seth Cole hit the wall and kind of cut off the 12's momentum. Dylan Young now is going to be all by himself, as it's going to possibly come down to 2 Fords battling it out for the win with 2 laps to go. Remember, Dylan Young won the Daytona 500. He also won the race at Charlotte. Or not Charlotte. He also won the race at Sonoma. Dylan Young winning twice this season as we're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Charlotte. Who's going to win the All-Star race? Dylan Young needs to get a heck of a push, heck of a run through the corner. I don't think he really got a decent run. The 10 car still staying ahead. William Brock. He transferred into this race via the All-Star Open. And here he comes off of turn number 4. It's going to be William Brock winning the All-Star race. What a incredible race, 10 laps here at Charlotte. Incredible, incredible, incredible. The All-Star race is concluded. As we're going to come back here, you see the 20 car Manuel Hartnett, the last car. As the 10 car goes to do his burnouts, we'll go and get the official race results. And here he is, William Brock, in that number 10 Smithfield Ford of Stewart Haas Racing is going to be celebrating his victory here in the All-Star race. Slammed his car into the back wall there. He's just too damn excited. The fact that he has won the All-Star race here at Charlotte. Yeah, he's really going to be burning it down here tonight. Be sure not to damage that engine, William. Probably going to need it for next week in the Cook 600. William Brock, really excited. The fact that he has won here today. As he's going to go to victory lane, let's go take a look at the official finishing results. Well, as you see, William Brock takes the win. Dylan Young second, Seth Cole third, Jessica Shelton fourth, Cody Lamas fifth, Elijah Gordon sixth, Kev Shear seventh, Johnny Gardner eighth, Josh Drake in ninth, and Emmanuel Hartnett rounds out the top 10 in the field for this final segment of the All-Star race. The 10 car is in victory lane. He is going to be celebrating an All-Star race victory today as he gets himself prepared for the Coca-Cola 600 next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for coverage here at the All-Star race. I'm sorry that Nate Johnson could not be here. He had some important business to go take care of after the first segment. But thank you so much for joining me here for the All-Star race. My name is Michael Norman. I'm the voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series. This has been a production of the NNSPRA Off-Line Racing Edison Best. Until we meet again.